Hi, Roger Fischel from Rags to the River Poker. I'm going to sort of talk about a hand that I played today in a tournament on Poker Stars, um, and it's an interesting hand because of the way it was played. Um, and you're seeing too much of the hand right now, so I'm going to go back to the beginning. Um, and I look down and I've got a Jack King. Um, so I'm playing around with a little small ball poker, and Jack King is in position is are cards that I really want to see a flop with. Um, and we get some folds around, and I put in a standard raise. The blinds at this point were 25-50. Um, we get a fold from the button, and Mad Shroom puts in a raise, 450. I'm thinking at this point he's probably got a pair, or he's got a big draw, an ace king, ace queen, ace jack. He probably has me beat right now, probably, but I really do want to see a flop with this, and let's see what the big blind does. He folds, and I call. So the flop comes jack, queen, king, and I said to myself at that point, if he bets out, I'm going away. I'm going to walk away from this hand, but he checks. Now, I bet out first. Even though he raised, I'm going to make sort of like a donk bet here. Um, and I'm going to bet about half the pot, $400 in chips and 400 chips. And we'll see where he's going to go with this right now. And he calls. He just calls. Now my thinking is that where he is maybe on a pair. I'm really sort of thinking ace king, ace queen, maybe ace jack. Maybe he's got that pair of queens. Maybe even ace 10. But I don't see him having a big pair anymore. I'm not putting him on a big pair. The turn comes a 10. And now I have an up and down straight draw. I've got plenty of outs. I've got 8 outs. There's no flush draws on this board, and unless I've got a Jack King, which is pretty well concealed in this, I mean it's gapping the two cards that I'm drawing to. If I hit, I've got a really big hand, and I want to see what he does. He checks. And I check behind. At this point, I'm pretty sure that he doesn't have a pair. I'm not putting him on a pair, but even if I do, if I don't hit the river at this point, I'm going to go away. Even with this amount of money in the pot, if I don't hit the river, I'm playing with air, and I don't. And he's calling This guy never folded on the river to this point in this tournament. Never, not once. So the ace comes, and it makes my straight. I've got the nut straight. Now, let's see what happens. He is not bet out yet, but he bets out 350 into 1750. It looks a lot like a value bet to me. I'm thinking, okay, he's got either ace queen or ace 10, so he's got 2 pair, or he actually did have a pair of aces that I didn't put him on. So he's got a set. That looks a lot like a value bet to me, and it's dead money. And I'm thinking, how much can I get from him? I raise to 700. He calls and turns over a pair of aces. He had the set, but it wasn't good enough. That's the danger of slow playing a monster. I scooped a huge pot here and went on to finish pretty high in the money. I didn't win the tournament, but I finished pretty high in the money. So I was reasonably happy and reasonably happy with the way I played. This is Roger Fischel from Rags to the River Poker. We'll see you next time.